Namaskar and welcome back, aspirants. This video is the continuation of MCQ series on motor design and its component. Let's start. Modern marine diesel engines equipped with mechanical fuel injection operate on a combustion phase within the cycle, which is entirely constant pressure, entirely constant temperature, a combination of constant volume and constant pressure, a combination of constant temperature and constant pressure. The correct answer should be a combination of constant volume and constant pressure. This is also known as dual combustion cycle. You can see in this image of a dual combustion cycle PV diagram. Combustion happens in 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, where 2 to 3 is constant volume process and 3 to 4 is constant pressure process. Which of the listed designs is effectively used to provide the turbulence necessary for proper combustion in a diesel cylinder engine? And the options are masked exhaust valves, special piston rings, turbocharger, precombustion. The correct answer should be precombustion chamber. You can see in this image, this space is the precombustion chamber. Now have a look on the function of precombustion chamber. An auxiliary space in which combustible gases are ignited and combustion started ahead of the main combustion chamber of a jet or gasoline engine. During compression stroke, most of the air from the main combustion chamber enters to pre-combustion chamber, where high rate of swirl is produced. It provides the swirling action. Fuel is injected in this pre-combustion chamber and ignition and bulk of the combustion takes place therein. A pre-combustion chamber in an engine is a small area, usually in the cylinder head, in which the combustion is started before fuel enters into the main combustion chamber. The purpose of counterboring the top of the cylinder liner extending down the top points of travel of the top compression ring is to, and the options are increase cylinder turbulence, prevent wear of the liner from occurring, prevent wear of the liner from forming a ridge at the upper level of ring travel, decrease compression ratio for easier starting. And the correct answer should be prevent wear of the liner from forming a ridge at the upper level of ring travel. Let's have a look of the ridge in the IC engine which is formed. A ridge is formed at the top position which can damage the cylinder liner. The most rapid period of fuel combustion in a diesel engine cylinder should begin just before the piston reaches the top dead center, and the options are when fuel injection has been completed, when fuel vaporization has been completed, should efficiently continue through the afterburning period in all properly designed engines, should be completed shortly after passing the top dead center. The correct answer should be completed shortly after passing the top dead center. Exhaust gas parameters are used for, and the options are detecting faulty combustion in individual cylinders, adjusting fuel racks to maintain equal loading between cylinders, adjust the load limit setting of the governor at idle conditions, calculating engine horsepower. And the correct option should be detecting faulty combustion in individual cylinders. Pyrometer is an instrument which is used to measure temperature. Oil control rings function too, and the options are allow proper lubrication of cylinder and compression rings, reduce the amount of lube oil burn in the combustion chamber, scrap excess lube oil from the liner on the downstroke, all of the above. And the correct option should be reduce the amount of lube oil burnt in the combustion chamber, because allow proper lubrication by cylinder and compression rings, allow proper. The correct answer should be all of the above. Yes, all of the above, because all the three options are correct regarding oil control rings. In the construction of a diesel engine, what is the purpose of end plates? And the options are to provide accessibility to the cylinder liners, to add rigidity to the block and a surface for attaching other parts, to add stability to the engine block, to make a surface for the base. The correct option should be to add rigidity to the block and a surface for attaching other parts. The main purpose of the piston oil scraper ring is to, and the options are seal the space between the piston and the liner, reduce the amount of lube oil burnt in the combustion chamber, transmit heat from the piston to the cylinder liner, damp out fluctuations of the piston side thrust. The correct answer should be reduce the amount of lube oil burnt in the combustion chamber, because scraper rings scraps out the excess oil during the cylinder lubrication process. What is commonly used to create turbulence in a diesel engine combustion system? And the options are shape of the piston crown, increasing the compression ratio, increasing the effective plunger stroke, increasing the turbocharger gear ratio. And the correct option should be shape of the piston crown. Let's have a look of the shape of the piston crown. Yes, due to this irregular due to this type of shape, when the fuel strikes the piston crown, it causes turbulence, and which helps in proper fuel air mixing for the proper combustion. How many power strokes per crankshaft revolution are there in 8-cylinder 2-stroke cycle diesel engine? The answer should be 8, because for each cylinder there should be 1 power stroke, and in 1 crankshaft revolution in 2-stroke engine there is 1 stroke, so 1 power stroke. So the correct answer should be 8. Thank you for watching the video. See you soon.